Hello, welcome to Beth Roars, where we look at your favourite singers to find out what makes them them. Before we start, you can find me on Facebook, Twitter and Instagram. My handle is @BethRoars and I hold loads of votes on my Instagram, so you guys can vote on who I react to. Also, please do check out my website, bethroars.com, where you can book a singing lesson from me. And last but not least, please do head over to my Patreon, which is patreon.com/BethRoars, where you can get some more exclusive content. You can get early access to my podcast, and you can also find out a little bit more about my scholarship fund for aspiring artists. This woman is intelligent and has been working in the music industry since she was 15 years old. It's Alicia Keys. Nice. Straight away, you hear a couple of things that really make her her. She has this amazing tone at the bottom of her range. It's really clear. And for many singers, myself included, as the range gets lower, you end up with a more warm and foggy sort of sound, whereas hers is bright and clear like a bell, sometimes a little breathy, but it's really nice to hear this tone really low in the range. It's really deceiving. Sometimes things are really low and you're like, oh, it doesn't sound that low in her voice. She also is a fantastic piano player. She's been playing piano since she was 6 or 7 years old and used to practice for 6 hours a day. Imagine that. That's a lot of time. Some people live for the fortune. There's that breathy tone. Some people live just for the fame. And then she kind of pushes into that forward placement. Some people live for the power, yeah. Some people live just to play the game. Some people think that the physical things define what's within. I love that. A big old scoop over the tops. It's so oozy, and she's keeping it really legato. So full of the superficial. Really sliding through those crescendos and diminuendos, really making the most of that, but also quite soft consonants, so you get this really kind of flowing feel. She doesn't always do that, but within the song it is really, really nice. Some people want it all, but I don't want nothing at all. If it ain't you, baby. Yo. If I ain't got you, baby. Notice how she's saying you. It's not you. It's not like yeah. It's yo. She goes all the way around it. Now, what's also really nice here is she is not too heavy. People's mistake often is that they'll be like, some people want it, and they get really chest heavy and a bit shouty, but as you hear, she lightens it off towards the top. Some people want it all. It's got this kind of wah sort of placement. So if you want to find it, be like, hey, up here, it's this sort of voice. Some people, I'm singing. Some people want diamond rings, some just want everything, but everything it means nothing instead of every. It's just smoother. Some people search for a fountain, promises onto the ah. I love her riffs. They're so natural. Some people need oh, interesting. That got covered by our backing singers. It was so confusing, but I like it. Interestingly, now she is starting to use those strong consonants as a build. Some people need. So using this and in a non-sibilant way, really punching it, and then using a glottal on you get that sort of kind of quite screechy sound, but it is a little glottal with a bit of extra energy behind it.
That's the only way you prove your love now.
A purposeful screech. The backing singers are really loud. Here's this wonderful mix though.
Some people want diamond rings, some just want everything, but everything it means nothing if I ain't got it. Some people.
So that is really different than the one before. You. Again, using those consonants instead of you. Using that extra consonant gives it that extra bite, extra crispness, extra crunch, I suppose. Now, it is interesting here because I would personally say that I don't love the balance between her backing singers and her. I would definitely bring the backing singers down a little bit so that they can blend and it can really be about her voice. Having said that, I feel like backing singers in general often need bigged up because some of the backing singers are the best singers in the industry, and you know, you never hear about them. So oot to backing singers. Baby, see how open that is? Is it a baby? She always has some mad riffs. Now, she grew up in Hell's Kitchen, so she didn't grow up in the nicest neighborhood, and she attributes this to her maturity as a child. And it's amazing when people grow up in situations. I think often you get to make a choice whether you're going to go towards that bad situation or you're going to use it to make you stronger, and this is what she did. It really actually anchored her on the path that she wanted rather than taking a path which could have been easier. And I've seen this loads when I've been chatting to people in my podcast actually about how they were given opportunities that weren't the way that they should have gone, but they did make a right choice at a moment. And that doesn't mean that if you have made choices in the past and they haven't always been the correct one, that you can't shift off it and go somewhere else, because, you know, everyone has to do that as well at points.
Nothing in this whole wide world don't mean a thing if I ain't got you with me, baby.
What a pretty voice. I really like her. I really like what she has to say. I like her intelligent writing, her lyrics, and the way that she approaches music as a true musician. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, please do like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.